This is Milky Way Wishes, a mode in Kirby Superstar where Kirby must gather all the star power from the surrounding planets to make a wish on the comet galactic nova, ending the fight between the sun and the moon. What if we could make AI play it? I opened a character AI chat to find the answer to that exact question, to an extent. This is Kirby, who will be played by the AI, and essentially be our player 1. This is Mark, our player 2 character, who will be played by me. Our goal? Gather all the star power needed to summon Nova and end the fight between the sun and the moon. With a childlike and clueless AI in the driver's seat and me in the passenger seat, desperately trying to keep it on track, I welcome you to a retelling of Milky Way Wishes. Before we begin, I'd like to clarify a few things. Starting with character movesets, we'll begin with Kirby, as he's the most simple to explain. Kirby's allowed to use any copy ability from Kirby Superstar, as well as do your stereotypical punches and kicks when not using one. Mark's, on the other hand, is a bit more complicated. I would give him his Star Allies moveset, but due to lore constraints, he wouldn't be able to use most of the abilities from it. He will be allowed to summon the Duster Balls at will, which will explode into little fireworks upon contact with anything, but that's about it. Regarding boss fights, usually we'd have to fight one boss per area. However, I've decided that if the AI chooses to come up with its own solution, the boss fight can be skipped. Now with all of that out of the way, let's begin the retelling. One fateful day on Popstar, the year unknown, the sun and the moon fought non-stop, each claiming the skies as their own, and recounting rumors that were just not true. If they weren't stopped, no one would be able to tell night from day anymore. Or worse, one would reign over the skies eternally. Kirby is seen sitting on a hill, watching the conflict play out and listening to the words of the sun and moon as he eats a chocolate bar. He's deep in thought, a serious look on his face.
Hey! Over here! Huh? Hi! You were calling out to me, right? You're Kirby, right? Popstar's big hero? Oh, yeah, that's me. Oh, thank goodness I was able to find you. I'm Mark, by the way, but that's not important. What is important is that I think I have the solution to our little, predicament. You see, I heard a rumor that if someone were able to gather all the star power from the planets around us, they'd be able to summon the comet Nova. It'll grant you any wish you want. We could wish for the sun and the moon to stop fighting. I'd do it myself, but I just wouldn't be strong enough. Hey, we can do that! I can inhale anything! I can get you that star power in no time! Come on! You really do that? Oh, thank you! I suppose that's why you're the hero after all. Hey, don't thank me yet! We still gotta get that star power first! Come on, let's go!
Welcome to Floria. No, not Florelia. Floria, the first planet on our little checklist. After observing the environment and watching Kirby eat fruit, we got back on track and searched for the star power.
So, where do you think that star power could be? That's the only problem. I have no clue where any of it is.
We ended up encountering these little flowers that were fake, for some reason. After about 10 minutes of Kirby observing these flowers and getting paranoid while Mark sat back and watched and gained about a year of muscle memory for a battle he had never fought, I decided that this was a good place to initiate the boss fight.
What's happening? Kirby, isn't there only supposed to be one Wispy Woods? And isn't he supposed to be on Popstar? Yes? Wait, don't you normally have big fights like these in the middle of your adventures? Yeah? Why? I'm correct. And this is how we get the star power from each planet. We're gonna have to fight our way out. And, how do we do that? Well, now you've just stumped me. I guess we just gotta fight them? You do know how to fight, right? I should have a few tricks up my sleeve. If you tell me you don't know how to fight, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hey, of course I know how to fight! Good, the implications of that question just scared me for a moment. Well, for your information, I know how to fight perfectly fine! Please, for Nova's sake, take that anger out on the trees. Then let's show these guys what we've got. I take the left and you take the right? Alright. Come on, let's do this!
The two split up and fought twinwoods, which actually didn't take as long as I thought it would. They collected their prize and moved on to the next planet. We move on to Aquarius. Once again, Kirby was amazed by literally everything, but we were able to get back on track pretty quickly. Now, our time on this planet is going to be a bit short, because I honestly don't know what happened here. I don't know how he found this thing, I don't know how he came to the solution, I don't understand what he was doing, but somehow it all worked. I'm seriously at a loss here. Nevertheless, we got the star power and moved on to Sky High. While Kirby was, well, Kirby, we actually ended up finding the star power pretty fast. Too fast. Cue the music, enter Kracko. The fight began, and Kracko didn't do anything. Like, he wanted to fight, but he didn't do anything. Kirby and Marks grew impatient, making the first move. Unfortunately, they didn't get many hits on him. That's when Kirby came up with an idea.
You're waiting on us to attack you. You think we're gonna lose.
Because, you know, who doesn't love sassy Kirby? The two decided on a plan. Marks distracted Kracko while Kirby grabbed the star power and ran as fast as he possibly could. The star power transformed into a warp star, and the two ended up narrowly escaping. It's hot beat time. Kirby was extremely excited as the two flew to the planet. Eventually, they ended up encountering these little red creatures. They were boring, they left them alone. They had to stop as they approached a dead end, and ended up encountering another red creature, which actually talked this time. Marks proceeded to play the innocent game.
Hey, we are so sorry for all the trouble, truly, but we're just looking for something around here. You wouldn't happen to know where any star power would be, would you?
Star power. You really have no idea of the importance of things.
And what exactly is important?
The star power you so desperately desire.
It couldn't possibly... Listen, we're just trying to use it to summon the comet Nova. The sun and the moon on our home planet are having such a terrible fight. The only way to fix it would be to wish for them to stop.
Nova. Comet. And you think the comet Nova will help to correct this supposed issue?
Of course it would. It can grant any wish you want.
Any wish can be granted.
Yes.
If what you say is true, I do know where it is.
So you'll lead us to it?
Yes, I will.
They were then led to the star power. Despite the fact that they were halfway there, the whole confrontation left Marks slightly unnerved.
This is Cavius.
Making their way through the dark caverns of Cavius, the two found this rock creature that I think is meant to be Wham Bam Rock? I don't know. It started giving them hints on where to look for the star power, which were incredibly vague, to say the least. After a short while of not finding anything, suddenly... Kirby! The rock creature then proceeded to release Kirby and disappear, and the two found the star power soon after. What was the point of that? Welcome to Mackay, everyone. To be completely honest, I don't really know what happened here either. I just kinda let the AI get to work here. Kirby found a machine that had the star power in it, destroyed the inside of it, and then proceeded to laugh at a stupid-looking rock. After getting back on track, he destroyed the outside of the machine and retrieved the star power from the inside. This is Half Moon, the last planet on our checklist. Surprisingly, it was actually pretty easy to find this one as well. As Kirby proceeded to be amazed by everything around him for the final time, he ended up encountering this little bird. After gaining its trust, it led him to a little clearing where he found the final star power. After about a week of adventuring and dumb shenanigans, we had finally done it. We had collected all the star power required to summon Nova.
You want to do the honors? Sure.
Ready. I will grant you one wish.
Only one wish, and only one clear answer. It was time. Before Kirby could even begin to speak, Marks pushed him out of the way, making himself the center of attention for Nova, and shouting as loud as he possibly could.
Well, I want to control Planet Popstar!
He's shocked by what he just said, but he doesn't say anything. Too shocked to speak. He stared at him in disbelief.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
The engines on Nova began to fire up as it slowly moved closer to Popstar. Was it attempting to collide with the planet?
Yes! It all went according to plan! I got the sun and the moon to fight. I got you to summon Nova for me. And now, Popstar is mine. All mine! I can do whatever I please!
He just stood there, staring at him. He didn't know what to say or do. He clenched his hands tighter, feeling a bit anxious. The thought of the things he could do with Nova's power, it was a bit terrifying to think about. He wanted to stop him, but he just couldn't seem to move.
See ya, idiot. I've got work to do.
But that would not be the end of our story. All 7 bits of star power returned, creating a sort of starship for Kirby to ride on. What's more, it appears the sun and the moon have completely stopped their pointless argument, working together to push Nova back and prevent it from colliding with the planet. The goal is simple: destroy Nova from the inside, giving enough time to fight a threat much greater than a fight between the sun and the moon. Oh, right. I never did explain this part. Did I? This finale is split into 2 different sections. But first, Kirby will have to deal enough confirmed damage to Nova to be able to temporarily pause its collision with Planet Popstar, giving him enough time to move to the second half of this finale, fighting Marks. The Marks boss fight will be somewhat turn-based. I'll start by attacking, giving the AI a chance to dodge and either counterattack or allow me to attack again. With all that being said, let the battle for Planet Popstar begin. Using the starship, Kirby flies over to Galactic Nova, running through the dark hallway to the interior and eventually making his way to the core. With the energy of the star power, Kirby uses it to push back the core's energy, almost removing it completely. With enough damage done, Kirby flies on the starship and over to where the fight will commence. On the desolate planet, Kirby finds a sword copy ability. He pockets it for later, just in time for a familiar face to reveal itself.
Missed me, Kirby? Turn around and look at me. There he is! So, you think you stand a chance, huh? I need an answer, Kirby! I do! Still trying to remain optimistic, huh? Still clinging on to that false hope? Oh, how naive you truly are. If you really think you've got what it takes, then come on and show me.
The fight has officially begun. Marks throws out attacks left and right, while Kirby simply dodges them, desperately trying to come up with a plan. It's a bit difficult, though, with Marks continuously antagonizing him, not only causing Kirby to make reckless decisions, but also causing Marks to lose focus as he gets hit by an attack that he could have easily dodged the first time.
Okay, I get it. No more taunting. Just your inevitable downfall.
After several minutes of non-stop fighting, Kirby manages to come up with a plan, slowly approaching Marks without a care in the world. And what did I decide to do here? I let him make a reckless move and wished for a miracle.
Forget this.
At the last second, Kirby pulled out the sword copy ability and hit Marks upwards. It was too late for him to stop himself, and unfortunately, Nova was a bit too close. One of the most iconic scenes in Kirby history plays out in front of us as Kirby flies back to his home planet. Planet Popstar has been saved once more. This was actually really fun. Subscribe for, like, Magalore or something. I don't know anymore.